Today is day 7. Today is day 7 of the Ocala Blitz. Today, the goal was quite simple. Yesterday, I was getting trashed mentally. So today, my only goal was just to stay like in a positive mindset all day, and I managed to do that. So today, for that, I consider that to be a huge dub. Because my goal is I'm just gonna try to stay in this really focus on my mind for this entire week. Because if I can stay in a positive mindset for the entire week, I'll be able to prove to myself that I can do it 24/7. So basically today, I was listening to the Way of the Wolf, which is basically a sales book by Jordan Belfort, and I was reviewing his chapter in the book that's about state management. Because I realized for me that if I'm gonna perform, I need to be in a state that's high. I need to be in a peak state of certainty. I may not be happy, but if I'm in a state of certainty and conviction, then I know I'll be able to get sales. Not to mention, it's just way better being in that state too, because if you're acting like you're having the best day of your life, it's just you just come off as really pushy, and people just think you're some salesperson. So it's better to be more nonchalant, but really have that strong conviction. But I digress. So today, today was really slow. I knocked on 70 doors. I had 10 conversations. And of those 10 conversations, 3 of them were homeowners. The one person slammed the door in my face, couldn't get a word off. And the other 2 were full pitches. The one guy I talked to, I would have set the appointment, but the problem was his wife is a trucker, and they tried to do Go Solar in the past, but she had bad credit. So I'm gonna come back on Sunday while she's there and try to catch her, because she said that she thought she wouldn't be able to do it, but we have a different we use a different installer, and we have different solar banks. So with the score that I think she has, she should be able to do it. So we'll see, but yeah, that's kind of a Hail Mary, because it's even if we do it, they still have a really high probability of failing credit. So that would really suck, but I guess we'll find out. So that was pretty much my day. The beginning of the day was really good, which is weird because I was by myself and I was really feeling great. And then after that, the second half of the day came after lunch. I was buddy knocking because one of our guys ended up getting threatened, so my car leader had to go pick him up. So because of that, we got stuck buddy knocking. And when we were buddy knocking, I'm telling you guys, we were in the worst neighborhood on planet Earth. I've knocked a lot of neighborhoods, and never has this happened to me. I'm not exaggerating. So while we were there, we ran to a solar, and I'm like, okay, whatever. This happens all the time. But this dude, he's like, yeah, dude, I've been here for a week. I'm like, psh, all right, it can't be that bad. And then he told us all that he knocked. And he even knocked parts that he didn't even tell us about. So we went over there, and they're like, yeah, a guy was just here yesterday. I'm like, dude, it's freaking Kyle. It's Kyle, the guy that we ran into. And yeah, dude, every single person, was not giving us a time of day. They're one guy was pissed. He's like, you guys are always here. I'm like, bro, just get the panels already, and we'll stop bothering you. In Florida, if someone's knocking on your door, they're most likely trying to get you to get solar. Because, the thing is, we're gonna keep on pushing it until eventually the grid is full and no one's able to do it anymore. And when it does, guess what? The people that don't have solar, they're going to be wishing they got it. So, sorry, not sorry. But I digress. So there's that. But yeah, it's just today. The second half of the day was rough. It's hilarious because it got to the point where I was getting cussed out so much and yelled at that every single time it happened, I literally started laughing. I genuinely thought it was hysterical. Because it just happens so often. I was like, bro, what are the chances we talked to 5 people in the second half of the day and all 5 said the same thing? That is priceless to me. I thought that was gold. For example, there's this one guy, he had a sign, he had a no soliciting sign. It was so funny. He has a no soliciting sign that says do not knock, or to ring the doorbell. So the guy I'm with pulls up his knocks tracker. It just shows you the doors you're knocking, and it has people's names on there. So then he sees his name, he's like, Charlie. He's calling the guys. It was so funny. Obviously, he never opened the door, but we knew he was there because we saw him in the backyard. And then he ended up going inside. So we knew he was in the house. He definitely heard us, but I'm at the point now where, people always tell me, you gotta enjoy the, enjoy the journey, not the destination. I hate cliche stuff like that so much. But for the most part, the reason why things are cliches is because they have some truth to them. The reason why I say some is because some cliches are like, yeah, it's total BS, and some have some truth to them. So, I realized myself a couple days ago, I'm starting to hate this job, and the reason for that is because I'm focusing on the results instead of just focusing on the journey. So I'm like, for nothing else, make some sales great. If not, I really want to judge this. I'm looking to have overall growth, as a person. And trust me, the financial means that I have expected have not came yet. But it's with anything. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And I'm telling you, every day this job becomes easier and easier. Some days are harder than others, but for the most part, it's really not that bad. I forgot where I was going with that. But long story short, I'm just starting to have fun with it, even though it kind of sucks. I just generally enjoy it. When I see a no soliciting sign, instead of being scared and oh my god, I wonder what's gonna happen, I like to look forward to it. I'm like, there's either two ways to go. They're gonna come off super angry, and I'm gonna laugh in their face, or they're gonna buy, and that's it. So, by the way, if you have no soliciting sign and you're watching this, take that shit down. Because I'm telling you, it makes zero difference. If you got one, you're gonna get your door knocked on even more, because every single guy that's been doing this and that has experience knows that no soliciting signs never get knocked. So because of that, they're way easier to sell because they've never heard of what you're offering. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say for you today. Really didn't learn anything today other than I learned how to control my state. That was the goal today. So my thing is, if I can just continue to keep this, this state, and I continue to have fun on the doors, continue to laugh. I'm not even kidding you. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm happier on the doors every single day. I'm happier when I'm knocking than when I'm not. When I'm in the car, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go out and do this. And then just the build-up is making it worse and worse. But as soon as I get the knock on the first door, I have some nerves sometimes. And then after that, it's gone for the rest of the day. Unlike how I used to be, I used to be nervous on every single door. And it felt like I was getting ready to reach my, demise. Because every single door is so terrifying because you never know what you're going to get yourself into. This can go, a couple ways. Either person's a laydown, person is gives me some objection, but they're nice, or they're just a complete douche, or they don't even open the door. So those are the things. I don't know, guys. I really don't have much to say. Day 7 is day 7, and currently these are the stats for the Blitz. I try to make this as honest as possible. I think I've gotten one appointment. One appointment in 7 days and 0 deals. So that's pretty bad considering we're supposed to be here for, I think, 7 more days. But hey, all I gotta do is get a deal a day, and hey, I'm back in the race, and your boy's coming for number 1. But yeah, this has been it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Something I do wonder about. I try not to think about it. So I'm like, even if that's true, is it gonna help me at all? No. And I do wonder if, because I'm telling you guys, when I'm in the country, I'm in the country, and part of me does wonder is if I'm struggling because I'm black. Because, guys, I don't think it's every neighborhood, but some of these neighborhoods, when I say they country. I'm talking, nothing wrong with being a Trump supporter, but I'm just you gotta paint the frame, right? This is just coming from me. I'm not saying what I'm saying is true or false. I'm saying as a black man in a place where there's signs everyone says trespassers will be shot. There's hippity hoppity government property signs. I don't fucking feel safe, bro. I'm in this wooded area. This one person, you better be careful out here. There's bears. And then this one lady is walks out of her house. I'm literally just walking down the street. Normal person, I wasn't gonna knock into the house because it didn't qualify. The lady goes out, she's like, what do you want? I'm like, what do I want? What do you mean? And then after her husband's just standing in the driveway, he's a salesman. She's like, where do you live? I'm like, this lady's asking me a lot of questions. I'm in the area. So, just stuff like that. And also, it's like I feel like I've never knocked so many doors in my entire life that haven't been open, and I generally think it's because I'm in like the country, guys. Like for example, in some place I was in yesterday, it literally took me probably 2 minutes to get from each door. That's a good chunk of time. That's me walking at a fast pace. So never know. See you guys tomorrow.